Hey guys, what's going on? It's Josh from joshelder.com, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to gain more confidence. Now, where does confidence come from? Confidence comes from competence. Competence comes from experience, and to get experience, you got to have courage. Now, what you need to do is you need to do what most people aren't willing to do. Most people, they're going right. You need to go left. Most people are setting goals that are not attainable, right? They're setting these goals that are so far and hard to reach that they set themselves up for failure from the get-go, right? They set a New Year's resolution. They stick to it for a couple weeks. They get overwhelmed. They get impatient. They're not getting the exact results that they want, and so they quit, and just to be left to be a hamster on a wheel and try it all over again, right? You don't want to be that person. To gain confidence, you got to be willing to take that first step. You got to be willing to set goals that are attainable. You got to be willing to be uncomfortable at times to unlock your true power and your potential within. Because most people aren't willing to do that. Most people aren't willing to take the risk, and they don't get that if they take the risk, it's a lot easier than they think it is. And not only that, once they take the risk and prove to themselves that they can do it, then after they complete the task or they complete something that may appear difficult and uncomfortable, they gain more confidence and they gain more experience. And that's just a self-fulfilling prophecy that feeds itself. You know, before you can feel it in your hand, you got to see it in your mind, right? So if you can visualize yourself every day when you get up in the morning, start doing visualizations, start, getting a morning routine in place. And I have a link right here that gives you a little bit more information about morning routines. But what gives me confidence is doing better tomorrow than what I did today, right? It's doing a little bit more reading. It's shooting a few more videos, right? It's learning a little bit more about myself. It's building my body a little bit more. It's building more relationships. It's extending my network. It's creating more intimacy in my close relationships with my family. And my girlfriend. It's doing the small things every single day. The small things obviously are going to be the things that make the huge difference. And that's the problem, is people aren't willing to sit down, schedule out their day. They're not willing to get up a little bit earlier in the morning and maybe stay up a little bit later at night. They're not willing to stop watching TV and stop watching the things that aren't getting them closer to their goals. It's feeding our bodies and our minds with the right nutrients of information and food. You see, doing these little things every single day, and if you're somebody that's just starting out into entrepreneurship or bettering yourself, whatever it may be, you got to start by taking baby steps. Make the small differences, right? Write out that game plan and stick to it and make it feasible and attainable for yourself. So when you can set attainable goals and you reach those goals, imagine how you're going to feel after doing that. And then we realize, wow, that actually wasn't as difficult as we thought it was, right? And that's what gives you more energy, right? Money likes energy, right? And when you have energy, you speak with more conviction. And when you speak with more conviction, you get more results. So I hope this is making sense to you guys of what can happen just by starting with one goal and then gamifying it, adding a few more goals day after day, year after year. One of the things that I've really loved to do, that I'm gaining more experience in, is just self-education and reading. I love it. I started just by reading 15 minutes a day, then I upped it to 30 minutes a day, and then I upped it to an hour a day. And now when I start reading a book, I don't want to stop because I realize what it's doing to my, how it's helping me retain information, how it's helping my vocabulary, how it's expanding my mind, expanding my awareness, how it's helping me break through barriers, right? Limiting beliefs, all sorts of things. Makes such a huge difference. So what are some actionable steps that you can take to give yourself more confidence? Do what you promised yourself you would do. Add a morning routine. Add some rituals into your life. Make it easy at first and attainable, right? But also challenge yourself. Start creating goals that you can attain, and attain those goals, and then set higher goals that are a little bit more difficult. and keep doing that until you get to a point where you can effortlessly and more easily complete tasks. And as long as something is easy, though, it becomes uncomfortable. So I urge you to continue to challenge yourself as the days and the months and the years go by. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got some value from it. If you're willing to, in the comments, let me know the areas that you may be lacking confidence in. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd also love to hear your personal story on how you gain more confidence in your life and within any aspect of it, right? So like, comment, share this with somebody that might get some value from it. I hope you enjoyed it. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel. I've got lots of cool updates, always posting updates on my journey, my progress in my life and business, just to inspire and motivate more people and help them realize that, hey, you set your mind to something, you make a commitment to it, there's no reason why you can't do it. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. Your past doesn't have to equal your future. So with that said, have a great day, and we will talk to you very soon.